Hello YouTubers, this is Jeff again. Today we're going to be checking the fuel pressure on the 360. All you would really need is a standard fuel pressure gauge, which you can buy at your local auto parts store. I've had this one for quite a while, so I don't know what they're running today as far as price wise, but I don't believe they'd be crazy expensive. So then on the 360, we have two banks, two fuel rails, two complete separate fuel systems. So I'm only going to show you to do the test on one side, but you would duplicate the other on the other side. What we're looking for is normal operating pressure, which is 3.45 bars, which comes to about 50 psi. That is your normal operating fuel pressure. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll hook the gauge up, and then we'll check it out and see what we have. Okay, now we have the engine compartment open. As you look down here on the fuel rail, on each side there is a black cap. This is black cap right here. This is the driver's side, and then we'll come over here, and there'll be the same thing on the passenger side. You can see it right here. Okay, so what you're going to do is take the cap off, and then hook up your fuel pressure gauge to that, and then make sure that it's nice and tight, because you do not want to leak in this area, because your exhaust manifold is right below that, and then you're just waiting for a fire hazard. So make sure, you might want to use two people when you do this, because it could be very dangerous. I'm doing it when it's cold. That'd be the suggested time to do this. So it gives you some time, if you do have a leak, that it's not going to be blazing. So let me hook that up, and we'll go from there. Okay, now you can see that I have this hooked up. Like I said, just make sure this line is very tight, because you don't want a leak here. That would be bad. So we're sitting at 0 psi right now, and then I'm going to go ahead and start it up, and then we'll check to see if it's at 50. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, we were at 50 when we had it running, so we're a little bit over, we're at 45 approximately right now. The Ferrari manual says that it should maintain at least 2.7 bar or 39.16 pounds for at least 1 hour after you shut it off. So you want to do this on both sides in case you have a leaky pump or a regulator that's going bad. That would tell you if it doesn't maintain that. And usually you would know, because if you had a bad regulator, you would have a hard time restarting the car. So I don't have any of those issues at this point right now, but if you did, that's why they want you to check to see if it'll maintain 2.7 bars or 39.16 psi to make sure your pump is in good running condition. So you would do the same thing on the other side, identical. You're going to have to hook that up, run the car again, and let it sit. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So the only thing you want to watch is when you disconnect that there's a little pressure relief valve on the side here. You're going to have fuel in the system now in this gauge, so it has this overflow hose here, and you want to vent that away from your exhaust. So anyway, that concludes this. If you have any other questions, please contact me. But other than that, I'll see you next time. And if you like this video, please subscribe or tell your friends to subscribe, and we'll continue to make more. Thanks a lot.